always have a couple more pairs of underwear so you don't want to be out here with your ass out. Get some drawers, y'all, just in case.
It's Sitting Pretty, baby.
What is up, y'all? Welcome back to Sitting Pretty. It's your girl, Lolo, and some of you may know, or some of you may not know, but your girl went to DR for vacation. Yes, I went to the Dominican Republic, baby, and I was on that beach, honey, okay? I was living my best little life. I was on boats, I was on buggies, I was doing my thing, girl. But one of the things that I did have to go through is the traveling process. Traveling for us is its own process. It's its own protocol, it's its own set of rules and things to do in order to get to where we want to go. And then when you're talking internationally, things definitely make it a lot more challenging. With all of these things in mind, I am here to share with you some tips that I use to prepare for my trip internationally to the Dominican Republic, baby. All right? First off is showing up at least 3 hours before your flight takes off. I know that feels extreme, but hear me out. When you're traveling with a medical device, you don't want to be under pressure of having to catch your flight. When you get to the gate and you're trying to check in your wheelchair, you're trying to check in your bags, and then you may need an escort to take you to the gate or not, it's always an insane delay. Getting there extra early allows for there to be delays to happen and you still be able to make it to your flight on time. Another tip, when you are checking in your medical device, make sure, I cannot stress enough, make sure that the tags that they put on your wheelchair, because they're gonna put multiple tags on your chair. And one of the tags is gonna be like a description of the type of chair that you have. It's gonna have your name on it, what kind of chair, what color. That tag is gonna be on your chair. But the most important tag you need to have on your chair is the check at gate tag. Because what that tag does is it alerts the people who's handling all this stuff underneath the plane to know that this wheelchair, this device goes up to the plane at the gate and not to baggage claim. Us as people with disabilities, we know traveling with our devices is the most stressful experience ever. So on that note, my next tip is taking advantage of wheelchair rentals. Pretty much all of us know, if you're traveling with any medical device, the chances of it getting damaged is incredibly high. What I do is I take a manual transport chair when I travel. And then I rent an electric chair in the city that I'm visiting during my vacation. So once I know I got my flight and my dates and I know what hotel I'm staying at, I call a company like Scootaround. Scootaround is the company that I work with a lot. And I will tell them, hey, I need to rent an electric wheelchair from this date to this date and have it delivered to my hotel at this time on this day, and then have it picked up on this time and this day. When you are renting a chair, you gotta make sure that the hotel is aware that the chair is coming. So you've got to talk to a concierge person, get everyone's name of who you're talking to, and you tell them, hey, I'm arriving at your hotel on such and such day. I'm gonna stay there until such and such day, and I'm having a wheelchair rented and delivered to the hotel on this day at this time. Who and where should they deliver it to? And they will tell you. So make sure your communication is on point and that you figured out all the ways to cross the T's and dot the I's, if you know what I'm saying. One of the other tips is when you get to your hotel, make sure it is accommodating to you. And what does that mean? Under hotel, you got the bullet point for communication again. Make sure that it is a wheelchair accessible room with a rolled-in shower. That's what I use. When they send you the hotel confirmation, you make sure that the type of room that you asked for is noted on the confirmation as well. My final tip is to make sure that you pack appropriately. This is a lesson I'm still learning because I get a little bit ahead of myself and I'm like, ooh, I need these shoes and I need this outfit and I need this and I need that and all these other things. Listen, when you are packing, make sure you roll your clothes. Tuck them in real nice and tight, okay? Always have a couple more pairs of underwear so you don't want to be out here with your ass out. Get some drawers, y'all, just in case. For this particular trip, I made sure that I packed a bag that was big enough to be in the overhead compartment. I didn't really have that much to pack, and the clothes that I did pack was so small that if I rolled it up, it'll probably be the size of my palm. Because again, I just didn't want to have to worry about not only just the chair, but also my belongings. So that is all of my tips when traveling, at least by plane. Now, if we start going on to bus and train, that's a whole other video. If anyone else has any other travel tips, go ahead and leave a comment. All right, y'all. Hope y'all are living your best little life and going on all the vacations as possible, because summer is almost over. So you might want to get to the beach as soon as you can. Until next time, it's Sitting Pretty, baby.